This question definitely uses the strategy that I love the most, which is plug points into equations. It's very obvious that we are being given an equation. These answer choices are tables that include the different points that could be on this equation. This is a little unusual because usually it goes the other way around. We get one table and 4 equations. Here they reversed it. They gave us 1 equation and 4 tables. Might mean we have to do a little bit more work, but the concept is the same. This is a list of points. We want to take one, test it out in the equation, and see what happens. So I'm just going to go down the line. I have no real reason to pick any other choice, so I'm just going to start with A. And I'm going to pick the easiest point in A, which is 1, 4. So I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to say, okay, h of 1, so let me see how I would write this. The h of x, I guess, is 4. So let's do it this way. 4 is equal to 1 squared minus 3. Well, that's not true. 1 squared is 1, minus 3, that's negative 2. So 4 and negative 2 are different numbers, so I don't care about the other points. I know that this one does not work because the point that's first did not fit the equation. So let's just go down the line. Let's do the first point in choice B. Negative 2 is equal to 1 squared minus 3. Well, we just did that, right? So negative 2, that checks out. So we can kind of skim and see, okay, all of them have a 1, but only choices D and B have the negative 2. So C is also not going to work, right? If we plug in 1, we're going to keep getting negative 2, and that's not going to help us in choice C. Now, what's different? This is where you got to be clever. If I tried the 2 point, that wouldn't do me any good because 2 and 1 are the same in both of the choices. So we got to go somewhere else. Let's go to choice, the last line of each of these. What happens when I plug in 3? So if we did 3 for x, we should get 6 in choice B. So that's 3 squared minus 3. So that is true. 6 equals 9 minus 3. That looks good. If we wanted to, we could check out D. It's not going to matter, but we can see why it doesn't work. 3 is equal to 3 squared minus 3. No, 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6, as we just said. So there is our proof that choice B is right. There are ways of getting this by conceptually thinking about the equation that we were given, x squared minus 3, but I don't trust you, and I wouldn't trust myself to do it that way and get the answer right. It's just too much for our puny human minds to think about. There's a reason that algebra is only invented a couple hundred years ago, but human beings have been counting for thousands of years, okay? So we are better at arithmetic, and plug points into equations lets us turn the algebra into arithmetic and just see how the numbers fit into equations. That's always better. It is always safer. Try to do it at every opportunity.